right, y'all. This homeroom was smooth. I'm smooth. I got with me Type X Trails, Char Branch, and my boy Kev. What's good?
It's good.
y'all?
It's all
How
good.
y'all
Good to be back.
Yes.
Yeah. Another Sunday for the books.
Oh yeah.
We are not going to talk about how daylight saving times through all the time, the original time.
Daylight
of the
savings
video.
is toxic.
Yeah, okay. That was a pre-industrial thing to help farmers that does not need to. We are an industrialized nation. We can turn on some lights and just make it happen. You can farm whatever hour of the night you want to. Like there's no darkness that's going to overshadow you. Let me get my notes up real quick. So okay, the stimulus check is coming out. It's coming to you very soon. What are y'all planning on doing with it?
Man, I'm finna go to the strip club, bro. No, I'm playing. I'm finna save it, bro.
You already bought a camera? You like,
hey,
by the government?
No,
I know that thing was high.
No, actually, I might. There's a lens I want to buy, but I'm still. I'm probably gonna travel somewhere, and use my camera. Honestly, so because I've been saving, and I need to get back into saving because I'm gonna be debt free like next month too. Also, so it's all coming at a time.
Nice. Okay.
100% debt free. So I'm definitely excited about that. So we will see. So I might drop it into savings if I don't find like a good deal on a lens.
I'm gonna save
that.
most of it. I'm gonna save most of it, but I'm gonna go to a little fancy dinner or whatever,
treat
myself.
Dinner, okay. Go stimulate the economy a little bit.
Y'all been seeing the memes? The memes been wild, man.
like
some dude said he gonna buy some of those and start charging the crabs rent or something. What?
Oh, what was the one I seen? It was Auntie something's kitchen or whatever. He's like hey, bring the uncle too. Like
they said it's a pandemic out here.
Right.
I like it.
Man, what was the
other
yours,
Smooth?
Huh?
What you gonna do with yours?
I'm buying socks, bro. I'm buying more socks. I'm like just thinking it all in there.
Mm-hmm. That's why I'm saving mine.
He's buying new AirPods too, right?
Yes, sir.
So are you buying new AirPods too?
No. So everyone, I dropped my AirPods in the toilet.
Ooh,
rip.
Those things are expensive.
Mm-hmm.
I got some on right now.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You should just go upgrade to those pros, man. Upgrade to those pros.
No, I got some Bose. Nice. I got some Bose headphones. Honestly,
I'm saying because I have the Bose too, but those pros are fire, man.
No, nothing compares to the pros. I got the pros on right now.
Yeah,
no, man.
Like, you think you have? I'm saying, no, those try that those pro life, man.
Is hard, man.
Pros are on a whole different level.
No, because
I mean, okay, I feel that pro. I feel that. I just don't feel like walking over to the other BX at the time, and I just like, I want my music on now. So I walked into that one. They had those for $109. I just bought them, threw them in my ears, and went to the gym. Like it was that simple.
No, I'm saying eventually you have to go to that pro life because I was the same way. I'm like, I don't need these like that because I have the regular ones, and then
you don't know what you need until you need it.
Exactly, and then just the way it integrates and everything too. I'm telling you, man, that pro life.
They're amazing.
Hey. So one of the other ones was my bank account. Plus 1,400. Me at Five Guys. Bring the sixth guy. That was the other one I was thinking about. Because I'm like, man, y'all out of line.
Oh man.
But yeah, that's what I'm doing. It's gonna be a great time.
Mm-hmm. It's a good year to invest. It's a good time.
Dude, like that rebound that's set to happen this coming week is gonna be nice. Because now that money, everybody know they finna get their little stimmy.
Money in the economy.
all everything gonna be just straight up, like they be saying with those to the moon. Like those ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. Them bond yields. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say what? What? Wait. I think I missed something. What happened?
Huh?
I was like, what y'all was laughing at? Like,
I was talking about bond yields, bro. Never mind.
oh, bond yield.
Yeah.
Oh, is bond good right now?
I don't know. I thought the yields were high or whatever.
I didn't know if their yields were high or not. I'm not in the bond market.
Yeah, Nasdaq was going down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was taking a hit, but it should fly back.
Yeah,
it should snap back. Yeah, everybody gonna snap back. I'm just waiting to see what's gonna happen when I open my phone on Monday. Like,
hey, so where y'all going? Where y'all going when everything open up? Y'all going anywhere?
Dude, so look, the podcast is going to Miami. Like,
okay,
August 19th through the 22nd.
Okay.
Like, yeah, like you can slide.
Like
bro.
this 19th?
August 19th.
Oh, August. Okay, I thought you.
Yeah, like, bro, I'm going to Miami. I'm not getting back for a while.
He was like, y'all wilding.
You said the 19th March, huh?
Right.
I don't know about that. But yeah, August, that's good.
Yeah, August, yeah. We're going there in August.
Hey, let's cross our fingers that no new variants of Corona shut us down again. Stay a prayer.
I don't think they're gonna even let it shut us down. They're just working on a booster shot.
Vaccines.
They're working on a booster shot right now.
Yeah, there's gonna be a booster shot, and we're wearing masks all the way into 2022. So I mean, like,
absolutely.
I hope you got a comfortable mask, because that's the thing. I'm like freaking. I'm fully vaccinated, and then so which is yay. But honestly,
I'm
it's like
just gonna say F it and get mine now. I'm done.
So no, but I mean, I think we're like I said, I think, like I said, if there's new variants that come out, they're gonna be like, hey, guess what? Which is why we're still gonna wear the mask and everything, and they're gonna see, they're gonna see what we could do. But like what Kev said, where am I going? Well, I was traveling this last year anyway, but I'm actually excited for things to be open up in my home state. So that's gonna be great.
Where's your
I just
home
went
state?
to Universal, because they opened for like a food event. So which was pretty cool. Actually, I'll throw some pictures of that up later too. But yeah, I'm just happy for everything in California to be open, because it's gonna be coming up on a year in 2 days. So that's exciting. So it'll be good to go into places that you don't have to be up in the hills. So that convenience. So that's where I'm gonna be going. Besides Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I bet you can't wait for them amusement parks. Get them roller coasters.
The ones out here, yeah, because it said I get more content for out here too, and I already got my trip planned out to Pennsylvania, and I got that Florida trip too. So yeah, because I got the Florida trip attached to the Miami trip, which I need to talk to you about that, because you guys might be mad at me, Smooth.
What? You're not going? You're not going?
No,
anymore?
I'm going. I just might not be in the Airbnb, because I might have just got a free hotel at the Marriott that's on the beach.
Ooh, okay, okay.
Don't flex it. Hey, don't flex. I'm not even gonna be mad at you, bro.
Let us come over.
I'm not even mad at you. No, so listen, like that's another thing I wanted to talk about in there, because I was like, bro, like we really don't need that house. Like we could be on the beach and get that other one. Just get the other one, because it's on the beach already. Like, and we'd be right there in the mix. Like,
well, that's what I said. We need to actually have a serious conversation, and we'll do that offline of what actually everybody wants to do and what's everybody's intent. Because that's the thing. Because with me, and maybe I'm bougie, because if we're just gonna go drink on the beach, I'm from LA, so I do that. That's a Tuesday for me. So I'm like,
yeah. Like I'm trying to like do things. Like, I know. I'm like, I want to do this water sport. I want to do that. I want to go here. I want to go eat here, because I didn't get to eat there the last time because it was overbooked when I was at Rolling Loud. Like I need all of that.
Yeah, so that's why I figured. So we'll talk about it offline, and we'll get the list and be like, hey, people, what do we want to do? Because then I was looking at my other friends and everything too. So just in general, like, and I was looking at prices, because people were like, oh, because I was mean. People were like, oh, I want to roll through. I'm like, you could get your own room. They're like, what? And I'm like, oh, well, like here it is. Here are the prices.
Right. Facts. I just threw this up on my. Oh, she said, "I'm sorry, I'm just not waking up." Oh, that's funny.
Are we ready to go on this first topic?
Oh yeah. We ready to go.
Are we doing this icebreaker? I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what the
No,
icebreaker.
I mean this was the icebreaker. This was the icebreaker. We've been ice breaking for quite some time now. I believe the cubes are crushed. We got a lot of crushed ice now. Jump in whenever.
Let me check this off my list. Like,
all right, cool. Let me do this. Where's my okay, there's my list. All right, so cool. Now, okay, the topic of the day is toxicity. All right. Okay, so first things first, we need to define toxic. So, what do y'all feel like toxic is?
We were actually talking about this beforehand too, and it's really, really hard. Only because it depends on you and the person you're with, and there's reasons for everything. But I guess a simple way to do it is anything that I guess I don't know, brings you down, or like, you know, or something that just puts you in a situation where like you don't want to be, that like kind of mentally drains you, or it can mentally, emotionally, physically just drain you. So I guess something that's just draining, because that's kind of like what, like you said, kind of like Pokemon, you know, when you get hit with a poisonous attack, because that's like a toxic, you know, and it drains you over time, and depending on how strong it is, it's a lot or a little bit. So, but I think, like we said, like it depends like on a person, because you have family, friends, student relationships that are toxic, but you know, it's like, are they doing it intentionally, or they're not doing it intentionally, and you know, like what's like their goal?
Right.
So I personally, I think I agree with him to an extent. I think toxicity is a little deeper though. It is something negative, but it's a whole behavior. Like the toxic people that I know, everything about them is negative in a way that they don't even know they're being negative. And I think it has to do with the way that they were their past childhood experiences. So it's the way, like for instance, like a toxic person, you can say a phrase and you don't think you're doing any harm, but because of something traumatic that they went through, they take that and internalize it and think you're like coming for them, or you're slighting them. You know what I'm saying? Like I think toxicity has to do with a lot with the behavior in general. But I also like what Kev said. I'll let him explain more, but how it also ties into narcissistic behavior as well.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people who have narcissistic behavior, they oftentimes don't think about putting themselves in the other person's shoes when they're dealing with them. I think that's really when things get real toxic, because like if you do things unintentionally, you know, that's one thing. But if you are the person that can sit and reflect on your actions, you know, you're not toxic. There's people who just straight up don't do that. You know, they don't reflect on their actions. Everything is doing something to them. They have like a victim mentality sometimes. And like, honestly, man, a lot of those people, like Shar said, they have some kind of past trauma or experiences that made them the way that they are. So, man, it's real hard. It's hard to kind of define, because it's going to be different with any person you meet. It could be.
Yeah, like I think everybody has their own experience that they can share. Like for me, I was in a relationship and he was toxic for me because
wait.
Oh, my bad.
Wait.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
wait. We're getting there. Wait.
Yeah.
Hey, that was a good segue. I would have let Shaw roll.
I say in general though, there's some key things.
Let it roll, but then I'm like, no, it's gonna throw off the structuring, and then it's just gonna my pacing, man.
You got it, moderator. You got it.
So for me, toxicity is for me, it's a cycle of bad behavior. You know, like someone doing something wrong once or twice is not necessarily bad, because it's bad. But it's not toxic, because people make mistakes. We're human, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And in relationships, you have to grow together, whether it's friendships, family relations, all of that. You have to grow together, you know. But once it becomes this cycle and it's like on repeat, and no matter what you do, your output is the same. Like you can put your inputs can be different, but your output is still the same. Then you're starting that toxic cycle of being something that you might need to like either you need to can it all the way or you need to step away from it. But yeah, that's how I define toxic though.
Yeah, there's some key behaviors that I'm pretty sure everybody can agree are toxic, like people being controlling, trying to change who you are, people manipulating you emotionally to deceive you or get you to do what they want to do. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So okay. So all right. So think about somebody. You know what? No. We're not going to start there. We're going to start with ourselves. Okay. Do you yourself think that you are toxic or have been toxic in the past?
Oh yes, I have been toxic, and I'm going to explain why in a few minutes.
Okay.
I have had
Go ahead.
situations where I exhibited toxic behavior, but I didn't realize it was toxic until it was done to me and I saw myself. And then that helped me improve myself. And I'm going to give you a recent example. There was a particular situation I was in my last relationship. And I guess I had said something that rubbed my ex the wrong way. I didn't think it was a big deal. And so it had been going on for 2 weeks, and he kept trying to come to me like, hey, this is bothering me. And instead of me trying to understand why it was bothering him, because to me it was so small, I kept throwing his feelings to the side. I was like, what's the big deal? You need to let it go. I don't understand why you're still holding on to this. Could we move on from this? You know, and not realizing that's like throwing people's feelings to the side. That's definitely toxic. And ultimately, that particular situation, we ended up breaking up because like we couldn't see eye to eye. So fast forward to now, a year or two later, someone did the same exact thing to me that I was doing to him. And then I saw myself and I was like, oh, wow, that's not cool. Like I was in his shoes and I realized this does not feel good. The person is pretty much telling me your feelings are invalid. I don't care what you think. I don't feel like I've done you wrong. So what's the big deal? And I actually reached out to him and apologized for that particular situation. But yes, I owned that was wrong. It was very toxic, and it helped me move on and improve that part of myself.
Sorry, congratulations. You are not toxic. But you were in the past, but you changed. Yeah, see, and look, I've been through that exact same thing. Like I was emotionally neglectful kind of to somebody, had the same thing happen to me, and I was like, man, that's okay. Now I see how that feels. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna do that again. So that's it,
bro.
So that's your answer, Kev. That was and sidebar.
Let him roll with it, man. If that's what he wants to say, we got a long shot anyway. He's trying to cut time for your viewers, and, like that too. He's helping you out.
I'm just saying, man. I've been through some things, and I can understand. But like when you reflect, that's the key thing.
I mean, to me, I think everybody's toxic at one point or another. I just think it's toxic isn't so bad as more of that toxic behavior, like we said, that reoccurring theme. And especially if you can't learn from it, then you ain't shit. Like that's my thing. I really don't have like a time, where I'm thinking like, oh, like I was toxic. Because the one thing you guys know me, I'm really key into communicating and stuff like that too. I do have something that like we talked earlier, I could kind of go into that and say, and I could be petty. Actually, yeah, I'll do my freaking Instagram beef, whatever like that too. So it's not like a relationship, but it was just, because it was just, and it was a random somebody, and it was because they thought I stole their photo on Instagram, and it's weird because we take photos, because I take photos of roller coasters, so we all take, depending on where you are, there's a lot of similar views, and depending on if I start taking photos like up the front seat of a rides, which means, hey, guess what? Minus 1 or 2 inches, you're at the same exact view every time, depending on or where you take it. Well, I guess this dude took one and he thought I stole it, and he kind of just you know, and he kind of went off, and he went on and he put it on a story and he was trying to say like, hey, I'm not trying to start drama. And I'm like, hey man, like obviously like you are, and if you have an issue with it, like come talk to me. Just come talk to me. What do honestly, it's Instagram. I don't give a crap. I'll show you my information. You show me yours. If you still don't believe me, I'll take it down because it doesn't mean anything. So and then I think he actually eventually started talking to me, and he was kind of just going off and not listening to me like at all. So at that time, I guess my toxic behavior, I just checked out. And I was just so kind of like almost like scorched earth because he was like, because he got people like to try to talk to me, and I just like I wasn't really entertaining him. He's like, oh, do you steal all your photos? I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever, man. And then that's the thing. So and like, and at that time, I really didn't feel about like defending myself like at all. So I was just, you know, and I was like, whatever, and I was letting it go. And then finally, I think like he put like all that information, like our competition, he just put it out like on a story. So people like they were just kind of just talking to me like about it. And like a couple of my friends, they reached out like, hey man, what's going on? And they're talking to me about it. But like I remember for like a while, like I was putting photos like on my on my Instagram just at that particular like that view, but on different coasters. 'Cause I guess his name was like Front Seat Coasters. And he was putting so I guess that was like his thing. But I've been doing that for like over a year already too, like every once in a while. So then I kind of got all my photos with that and put it on there. And then the whole thing, like, because if you look at my posts, it says like the park, the ride, and then the camera that I use. So finally, my camera, it was like just straight petty. Like, so like literally instead of saying like Nikon or anything like that too, it was just saying petty. And I just put that on there. And I think that was just like, the toxic thing. Cause I was like, if you want to play, like, let's play. And then I think finally, like he got mad until finally, like he got the balls to talk to me about it. And he's like, "Hey, man, like you're kind of being a douche." And I'm like, "No, like I'm being petty. Like there's a difference, and this is why." And he's like, "Oh, you're not."
I wouldn't consider that toxic though. That was
no, I'm saying, yeah. Well, no, because the thing is, it's toxic because I could have diffused the situation, and on that one, I egged it on. And because the thing is, and I know that dude's young, he is thinking whatever like that. He sees things in black and white. So these are absolute. So he's like, oh my gosh. And I get where he's coming from. He's like, I've been wrong. Someone took this from me, even though he doesn't know a damn about anything you put on Instagram or Facebook or online. It's intellectual property of them, and they can do whatever the hell they want with it. So guess what? It's not your photo anymore. So so he doesn't understand that. And I get it. And what I was trying to tell him was like, hey, there's different ways to handle this, because the thing is, you're trying to cause drama, you know, and the thing is, he's lucky that I'm the way I am and I'm not someone else, because I could have destroyed them. I could have said, hey, you're trying to come up to me. Guess what? First of all, it now looks like you stole my photo because you made this whole big scene about it. And I was just trying to tell you, like, hey, man, just talk to me. And I still could have done that. But it's like, oh, so it's like you want to play? I'm like, let's go. And that's the thing. So and that's where I say I was toxic, because instead of just diffusing the situation or handling a better way, I was like, oh, like I'm like, let's egg it on, and I'll just be petty and make you look silly for a while.
I got you.
So, he shouldn't have provoked it though.
No, definitely he shouldn't have provoked it. And I think when he finally talked to me, because then he kept on complaining. He's like, he left me on red for blah blah blah, and he won't do this. And I told him, I'm like, why? I'm like, the reason why I left you on red is because anything I post, I talk to you about, you share a conversation with the world. So like, why do I want to talk to you? And he's like, oh, well. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, and you could have saw this, you could have this, but guess what? This is my photo. So now, and I think if I put this on there, now it makes it look like you stole my photo. And you're complaining about that. It's like, that's the thing. It's like, all you need to do is talk to me.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, that is.
People on the internet, man.
Oh yeah, and that's what I mean. There's toxicity like everywhere. So I think that was like the most recent example of me just being toxic, because I'm like, oh, and at the time, like I didn't care, because like I said, to me, like it's my hobby, it's not my livelihood. And yeah, and whether I have 1 follower or 1,300 followers, I'm still gonna post and do what I want to do. So if everybody wants to leave me, because of whatever, that's fine. And I'm still gonna do what I do, just because I enjoy it. Or better yet, I can always start over too. So I don't care. So that's the view I went in there with it too. So then I was just, let me go make you feel bad and be all toxic and everything.
Okay.
Bottom line,
Okay.
he was just mad because I got more likes and followers on my picture than he did.
That's really what it comes down to. More clout.
So
Right. Right.
Okay,
So are you toxic, Smooth?
look, I was ready to answer. I was gonna answer.
oh, we know he answered some of this before. We know this already.
Yeah, so the answer is presently, no, I'm not.
But yesterday,
Previously,
yes.
before, yes, I was horrifying.
What do you mean before? It was
Like-
yesterday you were toxic.
No, I wasn't toxic yesterday. Relax, dude, bruh.
What he do?
No, I didn't do nothing. I ain't did nothing yesterday.
He was toxic to those AirPods.
Yesterday. I ain't did nothing at all yesterday. So, I would say like for myself, like how I realized that I was toxic. Basically, I just was not listening like to her at all. Like I refuse to listen. Like I'm like, nah, like this is this and this is how I see it and this is it. Like I wasn't listening to her. Like I wasn't listening at all. You know, like she was saying some real stuff to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like as far as like the way that we were like conversating with each other and stuff. Like I would say like of people in general. Like you know, she was somebody that knew me like on a different level. Like you know what I'm saying? Like she knew me on a different level. Like as far as like to know Byron, and like you know, she was really telling me some stuff that I really should have like internalized and tried to improve upon. However, I did not try to change at all. I wasn't interested in that. I thought I was good like as is, you know what I'm saying? So I wasn't trying to hear nothing that she was saying. However, you know, we don't speak anymore. And you know what I'm saying? And now I'm like what, like 3 years away from the situation. I'm like, man, you know what? She was right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she was right. I think I didn't realize. I don't think I realized that she was right till COVID happened. Like once COVID happened, and I was just sitting down, finally, just to myself, not doing nothing, and I had time to like really like sit back and reflect on things. I really realized that I should have listened to her. That's one. Two, like I had like massive trust issues, like crazy. Like it was bad. It was bad. It was really bad. You know what I'm saying? I was petty. I was stupid petty. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't be going tit for tat with somebody that you know what I'm saying that you want to like be around. You know what I'm saying? You want to keep them. You can't be going tit for tat like that. That's not healthy. You know, so yeah, so that's where I was at. Like that's how I was moving. That's what I was doing. And you know, I was like, makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Why you dipped off? Makes sense. You know, it makes sense why you didn't want to deal with me anymore. It makes perfect sense. Because I had to deal with that situation like y'all have said, like when you deal with it from somebody else, you then go, okay, like
yep.
All right, I this is what I was doing. Like, oh, this is bad. This sucks. And you put up with me for how long? Yo, I understand. I understand. Fly, run, girl, run.
Damn.
Damn.
But you know, God always shows us ourselves in some kind of way. Whether we want to change or not when we see it is another thing. But he always like does some kind of situation where he puts you in, you're like, dang, I was so wrong.
Yeah. That's a wake up call.
Yep.
Yeah, big facts. Big facts. So now I'm just like chilling. What's up, Jay? Welcome to the pod.
Hey y'all. I'm sorry
Hey,
I'm late.
I like that picture, sis. The picture in the back.
Huh?
I like that picture.
Oh yeah. What's that? The chakras?
I don't know
The
what's
7
going
chakras. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you like, what are y'all talking about?
I'm so sorry.
The spiritual people get it.
And then I heard chakras and I was like, oh, the back.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Man, the question is, are you yourself, are you toxic? Or have you ever been toxic? Yes, you. Yes, I'm
My
talking
turn.
directly to you, Jay.
Let's see. Completely honest with you. No, yes, I am very toxic. I am very toxic. I'm very toxic. I can be
Present
real
day
about.
or previously?
It could be both.
Okay, okay. Hey, everybody's growth journey is
It could
different.
be
You know
both.
what
I'm
I'm
not
saying?
gonna lie to you. Like, I was probably worse when I was younger, only because I didn't understand that I was being toxic, and now sometimes it's
See,
intentional toxicity that I
Mhm.
bring to the table. So
that's exactly
initially,
what
it
we
was
were talking about.
accidental. At first, it was accidental. Now it's intentional. So
Okay,
yeah,
I
I
feel
don't
that.
know. I don't know. It just works in some situations, to be honest.
So it's
Give
And
your
us
I
an
think
example.
so toxicity is your defense mechanism.
It can be.
um
I've seen people
yeah,
like that.
it's definitely a defense mechanism for me. When somebody's not toxic toward me, then I'm not toxic toward them. But if I feel any type of toxicity
Mm.
going on, I reciprocate the same energies for my own
Well,
Mm.
well, that's warranted. I mean,
yeah. I don't think it's really
matching
warranted.
energy.
Well, no,
Honestly,
like she did
toxicity is not
like
ever warranted. You can
yeah,
honestly leave the situation alone. You know,
yeah,
that's
because
more
she
mature.
did
Oh,
she
that's
did
what.
what
That's
I just
more
did with the
mature
whole
thing.
thing.
Yeah, it's the
But
same thing
me,
you were just saying. Okay.
I like a little bit more entertainment because I'm like, oh, you put me through this. Sometimes my mind's just like, not this one. You got the right one. So let me just go ahead and go at it.
Okay, I've been there before.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like
You got
sometimes
the
it's more like,
wrong one.
it's like, I mean, you really got the right one at the end of the
Right.
day.
Mm-hmm.
You chose to be this way. So since you chose to be this way, you're not going to get the peaceful me anymore. You're going to get the toxic me. And that's a whole different level. And you don't want that.
Mm.
Okay, so
On the smoke.
y'all have the same viewpoint. Okay, I
Yeah,
get
it's
that.
like that. It's like that sometimes. At first, like I said, it was accidental. Hold on, really quick. I'm still here. I'm just trying to change my position. Every time this camera really messes me up, you guys. It's
It's
so
okay.
backwards.
It's okay. You know what I'm saying? You find your good side, okay? You
I'm
make
really
some
looking for it. I'm
angles,
trying.
you know what I'm
I'm
saying?
trying. Is it better?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
let's
Yeah,
yeah.
that's good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Wait, turn the camera this way. There we go. That's it.
Okay. Okay.
But anyways. So yeah, I think are we talking about like the toxic things that we do? Or are we just talking about are we toxic?
Right now are you talk well, you can talk about a situation and like how you were toxic because I'd like explain like how I was toxic in that situation.
Go
Like the
ahead, you
things
go
that I was
first then,
doing.
because I don't want to sound the bad guy. You go first. You make yourself look bad before I
We
do.
already
I
went. It's your
already
Already
did.
turn.
went.
Mhm.
That's what I was
Yeah.
doing
But
when
I
you
didn't
came
even
in.
hear
I
it.
looked horrible. I buried myself.
What
I
did you?
literally
Okay,
took out the shovel room.
give me a quick summary of what you guys did, like real quick. What did you do?
So
And
so
like
the,
one.
okay, so for me, I was not listening to her at all. Like I was discarding what she was saying was hurting her feelings. Like and what was to me not necessarily a bad thing. To her, it showed that I had trust issues and I was like being insecure and all this other stuff. And basically, like you know, what I'm saying it would always lead to like stupid arguments. Like we'd be good for like 3 weeks, and then all of a sudden, like week 4 on schedule, here I am all over again.
Okay.
Yo, yo, I hate my brother. Look at this. Look
Yeah.
at this.
Yes, all
God,
hits like
dog.
me.
So
All
my
right,
boss
Thrills.
is-
What about you? What's your toxic moment? Give me a quick summary so I can go ahead and talk bad about myself really quick.
Oh my toxic. I just brought up the fact that someone was trying to to start beef. So I was kind of just, and I wasn't really matching their energy. They were just wrong, and I was letting them know that they were wrong. So instead of kind of just diffusing the situation and telling them how he could have handled it, which I tried to in the beginning and kept on going on with that one to make the peace. I went full petty mode and just I was
You
like,
said
oh my, like you want to play it so something I could have handled like within maybe an hour, maybe. I let it go for about like 4 days, and every day I was just like, nah, I paid for the space in your head right now.
yeah. Okay, well you had a toxic moment. That doesn't really make you toxic. You just had a toxic couple of moments. That's fine. What about you, Kev?
No, that's what I was saying.
man.
I was matching their energy. So, you know, and instead of just doing it, because I should be better than that.
You're right. But you know better, and you did better probably afterward. It was only 4 days. It's okay.
So,
I ain't toxic.
You know?
No, I'm playing. Man, kind of like what Smooth was saying. Like, I wasn't listening, being neglectful, had it happen to me. But like another thing, to be real with you, like, you ever argue with somebody and you know you're right, but you can just you know you're not getting anywhere in the argument, but you just keep trying to go at it. I think I do that a little bit sometimes, man. Or I did. But a lot of times just leave it alone. If you're not getting through to somebody, I'm just
my ex-wife.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep it real, bro.
What about you, Shar?
Well, in my particular situation, I was in a relationship. He had done something that I had done something that hurt his feelings. I didn't think it was a big deal, so I kept telling him, let it go, get over it. I was kind of throwing his feelings to the side.
Oh, dang, almost like avoidance.
Yeah, it was, and it went on for like 2 weeks, and then we eventually broke up.
Yeah.
Dang. God damn.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. All right, you guys are gonna learn a little bit about me. That's really
Come on.
Yeah, I'm a little. I don't know. It's gonna be a little crazy because I'm about to go back soon. But anyways, with this guy, at first it was already a bad idea to begin with, or whatever. I wasn't ready for a relationship, and I made that clear because I had just my fiance had just passed, not too long ago, and I said I wasn't ready for a relationship, but I was like down and depressed, like super depressed, right? And so I was just like, I need to find something to do to preoccupy my time, and I met this guy or whatever, and I decided to get into a relationship with him. After I told him I didn't want to get into a relationship with him, but he was manipulative. He kind of was like, oh, so you're gonna get my feelings involved and be selfish like that, and now I'm you and me. I was already feeling bad, so I'm just like, oh dang, like now I'm making this person feel bad. I'm thinking about somebody else's feelings and not not listening to mine, knowing that I wasn't ready. But so I get into this relationship with this guy. And in all different types of situations, I realized that he was manipulating me. Like, he's like really good at manipulation. So I was just like, oh damn, like I'm too nice. Like, how did I not see this? But that's because my mind wasn't mentally there yet. But then I started catching on to shit. And then I was just like, oh dang. Like he would hit me up and he's like, where you at? And I'm just like, oh, I'm going to work. And then he wanted to share location services and stuff like that or whatever. Like some weird stuff, like real controlling type stuff, like share your location. It said that you're at work. You didn't call me when you made it to work or some crazy stuff like that, right? And so I was like, okay, this is the game he wants to play. He wants to be real weird about stuff. Let me do the same thing. I'm like, I can't see your location. Where's your location at? You must be out with a girl. You must be out fucking somebody. You must be doing this. Like accusing him of random stuff that I knew that he wasn't doing. I knew he wasn't doing it, but I did it anyways. Like I would just accuse him of doing stuff. And then one day he told me that he had woke up, like he had a dream that I was like fucking on somebody or whatever. And he woke up angry. And I was just like, that was a dream, right? Like, I'm here. I didn't do it. And so then he was just like, he's like, yeah, but that was some snake stuff. And I was just like, this guy's crazy in the head, right? But I'm like, but you met your match because I'm crazy too. So it's perfect. And so then I was just like, all right, cool. I was like, I guess I'll be a snake, even though it happened inside of your dream or whatever. And so then I told him I didn't want to be with him anymore. Mind you, this guy already got my name tatted on his face or whatever. That's one thing.
Huh?
So
he got a name. Hey, hold on, run that back, sister. Hey, can you tell us a story about that? How did that happen?
You guys, I'm trying to summarize it. You guys, I'm trying to tell you, I'm a little crazy. Not a little, I'm a lot of crazy. But this man has my name tatted on his face in big letters. Like, you can't miss it. Right there, right? And so now I'm like, I own you. I own you. And so I tell him after he gets my name tatted on his face, I don't want to be with him anymore. I was like, I don't want to.
Oh Lord, that was extremely toxic.
Girl.
Oh my gosh.
You branded that man and then kicked him to the curb.
Bro.
I don't want to be with you anymore. Go back to your ex-girlfriend. I hope she takes you back. And I hope whenever you guys are fucking, she could look at your face and see my name.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Don't play with Jay.
Hey,
Do
can
not
I
play
ask you something?
with
Are
Jay.
you a Gemini or something? Like
I'm
what?
not. I was just
Oh.
reciprocating the energy. It's just always me and Aquarius. We don't get along. I don't like them. But for some odd reason, I always end up with them. It's really bad. But anyways,
What's your sign? I gotta know now.
you guys gotta wait. Just maybe you can guess it later. Okay.
You probably an Aries or something.
Let's just keep going to the story. I'm summarizing this for you guys or whatever, right? So I tell him I don't want to be with him anymore and everything else like that. And then also, it's a lot of other stuff that went on with that, but I'm not gonna say that on here right now. We'll probably say that for another day because it's a long story. But he ends up leaving to Texas for something, and we're supposedly back together or whatever while he's in Texas.
We're supposedly.
Then while he's in Texas, I tell him I don't want to be with him anymore. Like when he's with his family and stuff. And so then he was just like, no, like we're together. And I said no. And I stopped answering his phone calls. I took all of my stuff from I took all of my clothes from out of his house. And so when he returned, I wasn't there anymore. Like I was gone or whatever. And I was staying with my friends. So he came back to and I took the pets too. I took them back to the pet store or whatever. So he came back to
Wow.
To the pet store.
Wow.
Then I brought the animals into it, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not gonna be here to take care of them, so I'm gonna take them back to the pet store because you're in Texas right now.
Oh my gosh, this is crazy.
And so then I left and took the pets away, and then I told him I didn't want to be with him anymore. But then my birthday was coming, and it was right before I deployed, and I was just like, dang, I kind of want to get nasty before I go on deployment or whatever, and it's my birthday, so I hit this man up, and I'm being all nice to him because I know what I want or whatever, and we do stuff. And then I was like, man, I really don't like him. And then I was just like, it was good, but I don't know, just being around him reminded me how much I didn't like him or whatever. And so then I was like, yeah, I'm out of here. Like, leave me alone. Here's your key to your house. And gave my key back to my car. And then I left. And then I was drunk one night, and I hit him up while I was drunk. And then I was just like, yo, I'm drunk, and I really want you. And he's like, I'm not playing this game with you anymore. Like, I can't do this. He's like, I'm not playing with you. He's like, leave me alone. So I call my phone. So I'm in the car, blowing up his phone. I'm drunk as fuck, you guys. Blowing up his phone. I was like, are you not answering me because you with a bitch right now? You must be with a bitch right now. No, I didn't know he was with no bitch. I knew that he wasn't with nobody. But I'm just saying all this stuff, and I feel like I had the right to say it because, one, I'm toxic, and two, I was drunk. So it just mixed incorrectly, and I owned him. So I was just like...
Oh.
Well, then.
I was like, you need to answer your phone. I said, you must not want me to come over. I said, I'm coming over your house. And then he was just like, no, you're not. And I said, yes, I am. I said, and if a bitch is over there, she better fight me. Which I wasn't really going to fight no girl because I don't fight over dick. But I was just talking a lot of hot shit. And then I was all like, I'm gonna come over there, and you're gonna let me come over there. He's like, no, I don't want you to come over. I said, who the fuck are you fucking right now? Like, my friend is in the driver's seat, like looking at me like, what the fuck is going on right now? I'm cussing this dude
gosh,
man.
I'm really just going crazy. Like, I'm telling him that he's fucking all types of bitches, and that's why he doesn't want me to come by, and all types of stuff, accusing him of shit that he didn't do or anything like that. And so then he's just like, okay, like you can come over. And then I was just like, okay, I love you, I'll talk to you later. And I hung up the phone like nothing ever happened. And so then she's like, what the fuck? And I was just like, oh, it's nothing, just take me over there. So then I went over there and then did my thing, and then I left again, and that was that. And then I broke up with him officially right before I came on deployment. But then I'm going back, so I don't know if I'm going to continue to play this game or if I'm not.
Jay, you know you're on the internet. You know this being recorded, right?
Yes.
Oh shit. Man.
That's when you know. That's when you know you just don't give.
I'm honest.
Woo!
I'm very honest. But the only reason, and you guys have to understand, I'm not like this with everybody. I have not been like this with every relationship. This is legit this individual. And I'm like this with this individual because this guy was very manipulative. And and he played on it. Like he played on my kindness and played on my mental stability at the time because I was not mentally stable at the time. And he played on it. And once I started to realize what was going on, because my sisters were just like red flag, red flag, red flag, and I wasn't listening because I just wanted to be around somebody that kind of made me happy at the time or whatever. So I'm like, I would ignore all the red flags and keep holding on to like the little happy moments because he cooked for me. So I was like, oh, well, he cooks for me, you know? And so then I would keep on to that type of stuff. But then I was just like, yeah, this is not a good idea because this guy is doing all types of shit. Like he would, I'm not going to blast this dude on there. I'm just going to blast myself, but I'm not going to blast him on here. But he just did a lot of whack shit that nobody should do to anybody at all. If you actually love and care about somebody, you don't do this shit to them. So like, I was just like, well, you deserve it. And at this point, I'm fed up and I'm about to leave. So I'm really about to go stupid.
All right. So what's your sign? Are you an Aries?
No.
Okay. I was about to say, because Aries be ready to go to war, and you sound like you don't went to war.
Yeah. I told you, it just depends on the person. I literally reciprocate the same energy. Literally.
God dang.
Oh man.
Dude got thrown away, recycled, and then thrown away again, and now recycled twice and then thrown away.
He was the booty call. Like he was the booty call.
Oh man, that was crazy.
I was in my feelings about that. I lie to you because I'm like, dang, I really got to. I didn't want to get into, and then when I got into it, you made my life kind of hell like. So now it's time for me to give it back to you.
Okay.
He disturbed your peace.
Yep, disturbed it. I was like, I was trying to mentally
all of his life,
and then you made it worse. Like you knew that I was trying to heal, but you were selfish and you wanted what you wanted, and you made it worse for me. So since you made it worse for me, I'm going to give you the worst that I've ever been, and that's how we did that.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm a Virgo, by the way.
You cold. You a Virgo.
I knew it.
You did.
I knew it. You know what? That's a story for another time. How I knew it. Like, yeah, I dealt with a Virgo before. Like, that was that was rough.
Oh man.
It's not always like that. Like I've been in a really good relationship where I wasn't toxic at all. Like I was great. Like it was a perfect relationship. I told you guys about that the last time that I was on here. Like it was like my soulmate. That was the same guy that I like threw up everywhere, and then he was like cleaning up and stuff. That guy, he was perfect.
Yeah.
Since he was like a perfect person. I mean, nobody's perfect, but he was like perfect for me. You know what I'm saying? But since he was like so great, I was like on my best behavior.
I feel that.
Yeah, it just legit depends on the person.
Okay.
I feel it.
Okay, so so have y'all met anyone that you guys came in contact with that you were like, okay, this person is toxic, and then like, how did you deal with it? Like, did you continue to deal with them, or did you separate yourself away?
Well, you guys know my answer.
Yeah, clearly.
She went to war, so Jay's exempt from this one because she just answered that.
Yeah, she did just answer that.
Do you want to go, Kev, or?
Man, I don't know. I don't really have much to say, man. Kind of, but not really. I don't know, man. Like, maybe it's something I don't understand. I think they're being toxic, but I don't know. I'm in one of those weird.
Lay it out there, bro.
I don't even know what really to lay out, man.
I think
People
like.
Go ahead, Allie.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think for a lot of times, and I think Jay even touched on it too, about, you know, when someone's toxic, you kind of miss it just for whatever reason. That's what Jay said. Like, you know, people, they were saying red flags and you're like, oh, like no red flags. And I guess the best one I could put is like my ex-wife. There was different red flags there, but because of the situations, like I didn't notice it, or they weren't as big, especially because, and it, like, I don't care what anybody says, it's a lot easier to see a red flag when you're outside the situation than when you're in the situation.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is like my ex-wife, like we're mill to mill, so like certain things like jealousy and stuff like that too, certain control and stuff, or kind of wanting to always be in the know, it was missed because like it was normal, you know, because we knew the same circle, we knew a bunch of stuff, like we knew a bunch of stuff, so like it wasn't, you know, it wasn't that bad until we removed ourselves from that situation, and then these, you know, these little holes were actually craters, you know, and you're like, oh shit, this is how bad it is, you know. And like eventually, like when it was toxic, I tried to like fix certain things until it just became, and actually, and I can still say even that I tried to fix it until the end, until I was finally like, you know what, I was finally like, what do you want? Okay, you don't know what you want, then we can't do this, you know. But like I said, because like the controlling, the you know, the jealousy, having everything the exact way that she wants to do it, and how she's, you know, she's always right. And that's the thing, because I said it because like what Kev said, have you ever been in an argument with someone where you're right and you kind of just let it go? And like we were literally in arguments, and like my brother will tell you, we are in arguments, and then her side goes up into mine, like the thing I was trying to say the whole time. That's what she was saying, and you're like, what the fuck? And but it's like it's a control. But it's like I said, it's based on control. It's based on manipulation. It's based on all this stuff. And you know, and at first you kind of try to just let it. Like at first, I was less confrontational about it, and you just try to let it go because you care about this person. You don't want to hurt them. You're trying to figure out what the hell they're going on through and justify it to make it better until you realize that at a point, just like you can't. And I think that's kind of how like I handle toxicity, which before it was like, you know, you're trying to fix everything until the point is until you can't. And I think that's where, when I say like the whole thing with dealing with other people now, and how I deal with toxic behavior. Now I'm like, you know what? Just no, I'm not dealing with it. I'm dealing with my way. So I'll go scorched earth, or I'm like, fuck your feelings. Just because I'm not doing that again. And like, you know, and then like I have like my other friend too, you know, and he's going through stuff, and it's kind of like I felt bad. It's like, hey, you know, like, you know, can I stay with you? Can I do this? And it's kind of like, well, what do you have going on? Like, what do you have going on for you? You know? And it's like, no, that's gonna be toxic behavior. Like I see it coming beforehand. So like, nah. Like, you know, here's the money to help you get back on your feet. I could do this and this for you, but I'm not putting that in my freaking in my home, in my vicinity, in my safe zone to deal with it. So I think now, like with toxicity, like I just kind of just, if I see it coming, I don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, okay. Bro, I'm gonna keep it real with you. As far as toxic people I meet, I'm really trying to eliminate them from my life. I'm not trying to deal with anybody who's never really had any responsibilities, who's had everything done for them, handheld through everything, who ain't never really went through nothing, who ain't never done nothing to nobody. Like, bro, those people usually end up being toxic just by the natural state, in my experience. So that's my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just lack that idea of what hard work is. You know what I'm saying? Like this stuff is just given to them. Like, oh, like, well, so and so used to do that. I'm not them. Like I'm not so and so. Like I'm me. Like I don't think I should be doing that. Like I don't think that's my role in your life right now.
Yeah, people who feel entitled can't do it.
That just goes to manipulation, though. So it's like they know what they're doing, and like you know, half the time so and so doesn't do that. They're just saying that to get what they want.
Facts. But
like the old me feels attacked.
I know you just sitting there
like that's so true. Like when I was younger, like I told you guys, it was accidental toxicity. I didn't know any better. I didn't know that I was being toxic, but I was entitled. I did feel like, okay, well, this is what I want, and it should be like this, and I want things this way. And I was controlling and did not realize how controlling that was. As I got older and got into went deeper into the relationship, and then had children and everything else, I understood where my faults were, but I had to be left alone for a while to really realize where I messed up at or where I could have done better, because I didn't know any better, and it didn't really help because he had his toxic ways as well. Like we were both, you know, kind of toxic in our ways, but it was just us growing. We both were just growing and experiencing life. So at that point, you didn't really know what you were doing. Like sometimes you're like, oh damn, like that was bad. Like that was really bad, but you didn't understand at that moment how bad it really was. Like how abnormal these situations were or whatever. So I was like, man, that was younger me. It was so bad. It was so bad.
I feel it. But I guess for myself, I dealt with a toxic individual. Basically, like it happened for me. Like So so basically, like I met that person, and then I want to say like I found myself like I was like, yo, this person's stupid. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, she's cute and all, you know what I'm saying? Like she freaky, but she gotta go. So I'm like, cool, I'm done with it. Right. So I'm this me. I'm washing my hands of it. Now, what happened was, you know what I'm saying, like my grandfather passed, right? And you know what I'm saying, I did not cope or grieve at all. Like I didn't even want to feel it. You know what I'm saying? So what did I do? I grabbed Mace Toxic thing and I was like, I'm just gonna have as much fun with you as possible to not feel this other thing going on in my life. So I dealt with her way longer than I should have, just because I did not want to address what was going on internally for myself. You know, like I didn't want to feel it. I didn't want to feel it. Like I think I don't think I properly like it took me to like 20, like that had he passed in 2016. I think I didn't grieve till like 2019. Like actually like sit there and go like deal with it, like and address the fact that it's real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it took me a minute, you know what I'm saying? So like once I finally addressed that, then became time for okay, like this gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then as I healed, you know what I'm saying? Thank God for quarantine because as I started to heal, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know. Like, yeah, Thanksgiving of 2016, bro. Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like 2016. Trust me, I know. And so 2019, so 3 years. 2019, 3 years, brother. 3 years. Um, I'm talking to my little brother. So anyway, so I didn't properly like grieve or deal with none of that. So so going into quarantine, like it became like, okay, so how do I make myself better? You know what I'm saying? And then so I was isolated away from everyone and everything. So all I could do was work on myself. All I could do was self improve. You know what I'm saying? Then, you know what I'm saying? I started doing this because I had to do something with my time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, this is something I always wanted to do. Let me do this. And so I start putting my focus and my energy into this so then I could like help my mind get itself together. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you have to like develop a process for yourself and develop like different things like to do, because if you're just like not doing anything, you know what I'm saying, like you it's hard for you to like develop, like you're not making any progress in a way. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel like about different things. Like I have to do something to be able to like progress and grow. Like I have to see that growth and progress. If I don't get to see it, if I don't see like different things happening, then I can't like feel like I'm moving past anything at all.
Right.
So I did that, and then now I'm here, like you know what I'm saying. And so, um, like with her though, like she was just like she would always like play on my feelings and like because I was so like I didn't want her to go away. You know what I'm saying? I would do extra things that I should not have even entertained or done. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm going out my way to like help her do things that really she should have been able to do on her own and she should have handled on her own. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I was there and I helped her do all those things. It's just like I got to the point where it was like I was exhausting myself. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't looking out for me no more. I was just like, oh well, you know what I'm saying? I can do that, you know what I'm saying? Because I want to look out for her. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't right. It wasn't a good thing to do. So fast forward to now, ain't doing that mess no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. But it was just one of those things where like I had to grow out of that. You know what I'm saying? And like take care of myself and grieve and all that other good stuff.
I see.
So
That's a good thing that
that
you're talking
was
about, taking care of yourself. That's a big thing, taking care of you first at the end of the day. Because I'm like, with all this stuff that I just got saying about like with the toxicity and everything else with this last relationship, that's what I skipped out on. I wasn't taking care of myself, like I wasn't where
Mhm.
I needed to be, and that's why I said initially I didn't even want to be in a relationship because I knew I was not mentally there. But I wasn't taking care of myself, and this person was pretty selfish and only cared about him being taken care of so much, And the kind-hearted person that I am, I'm like, oh, well, you need this. I'll make sure you got this. And I would just settle for like the small thing. Okay, well, he cooked. Well, he should cook because I bought the groceries,
Right.
Or, he's watching the kids, but you're in a relationship with me, so these are our kids right now, so you should be watching them. You're doing the minimal. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're literally doing the minimal. And I just felt like I was doing a lot more than what I should have been doing, and he was doing a lot less than what he should have been doing. And I think that's why my energy got real. Even at the end of the day, even though I said all this stuff about this individual, again, I was just telling on myself on how I was toxic. I still have mad love for the individual, but there's still something inside of me that's just like, bro, like, you did me dirty. Like, this is why I treat you the way that I treat you, because I feel some type of way. Because whenever I let somebody in or whatever, that's a big thing. That's a huge thing already. And they'll let you into my space, and they'll let you, around my kids and everything else. And then you act so selfishly. That makes me, I don't know. It just turned up a whole different demon inside of me. I'm not going to lie to you.
I feel it. I feel it.
If I still wouldn't want this person to like die or nothing like that. Like, if I seen anybody else do something crazy to him, I'd probably go stupid on them still, regardless or whatever. But I feel like I had to give him what he deserved at the end of the day too.
Right. So you're protecting him because he's yours.
Not just he's always gonna be mine. He cannot be mine anymore, because I'm like, you got my name right there. So at the end of the day, like, I call him. We legit call each other like twin flame or whatever, because he reminds me of me when I was and accidentally. I don't know if it's accidental. I think he's like accidental mixed in with intentional, because like he's really good at manipulating. But I think some things, like, you grow up a certain way and you see certain things and you think that things are normal. I think that's his problem too, and he hasn't really realized it yet. And then Black people, for some odd reason, don't like to go to therapy and get stuff figured out. So I think that's another thing with us. So I'm like, I think he just has a lot of demons to deal with at the end of the day. So some of the stuff he did was intentional, some of it was unintentional. And so I can't, like, I could say that he's at fault for certain things, but in other things, it was really his upbringing. Like, it was his parents' fault. But as you grow older and you become an adult, you should reach out to figure out how to better yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
You should just be trying to better yourself.
Facts. So the next thing is, the next two things are friendships and family members. All right, them being toxic. Do you have? Did you or do you have any toxic friends or family members?
I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I've been kind of blessed not to really have too many toxic friends. Like, honestly, like with dudes, bro, I ain't had too many like toxic male friends or something. They usually not trying to bag on the ladies, but and every time I have a female friend, that's when that toxicity comes. It depends on what kind of friends, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it real.
Right.
Yeah. But no, I don't have problems like that with most people.
I feel
that. Right now, like, I'm definitely I'm at a place where I don't have many toxic friends or family. Luckily, for the most part, like my family, like, I don't fit in with my family, for the most part, which is it's actually before, like, it used to bother me, and I guess you could say that was kind of toxic, but now, like, it's a blessing, because I'm able to do my thing, not really worry about it, check in every once in a while, and no one really asks much of me, and it lets me, because I have toxic family members, they're just not toxic to me, which is a good thing. So I see it. But the ones they come up and every time they see you, they're like, they're trying like their new thing, and they're trying to swindle you out of some money, or to try to get you to build into like their side hustle, or they're talking shit about you because you don't want to invest in them. I mean, so I'm glad about that too. And then I said I do have friends where like they kind of like a lot of the ones that kind of like needed something. I really I don't talk to much of them anymore. So I'm fortunate that the friends that I do keep, and the ones like I do talk to, they help contribute to me and what I'm contribute to me and what I'm doing, rather than say like I ain't shit or mad or mad at me about that. So I'm really thankful for that. And I'm in a good place in my life, but I think it took me years just to get to that. Cause like I said, like I had issues with the family too beforehand, but now like I'm fortunate enough for the most part, like I don't even remember it really, because it doesn't mean anything to me.
I feel that. Jay?
I was waiting on you to go, but all right, I'll take it.
I normally go last.
I saw
I mean, if
toxic
you
friends.
really want me to go, I'll go.
Go ahead, go.
No,
Okay, you want me to go? All right. I'll go.
Do you see what your brother said?
My brother is stupid.
What did he say?
Yo, he's stupid. He said, your brother, as soon as you get to college, it's toxic. He's stupid. He's stupid. But wait. I like you acknowledging this. On my end, abandoning everyone for who dating is toxic. Yeah, talking about I abandoned you. I can't abandon you because you ain't got no time for me, bruh. You ain't got time. You like, oh no, I'm gonna be with her. Like, bro, what I'm gonna drive all the way home for? Just for you to tell me, oh no, so and so she want me to come over, so I'm over there. Like, always booed up. Man, get out of here, man. He stayed booed up. Talking about some I left him alone. No, you left me alone. Every time you got to dating, you was gone. Never seen you. But anyway, nah. I'm not even mad about that. That's funny. Because we always make fun of him for that. I guess for myself, friends, like whether I have toxic friends. That's interesting. Let's see. Hold on. And yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. Okay. So anyway, I just wanted to remove the stream from Facebook because I don't want people in my business like that. If you want to be in my business, go to YouTube and you just catch it on YouTube. But no. So I would say like friend wise, like have I had some toxic friendships? Like yeah, I've had some one-sided like relationships, like as far as with friends, where it was literally me hard carrying that relationship. Like if I was not calling, it was not being done. If I was not texting, it was not being done. If I was not the one like really interacting, like it took a lot. It took me to be the initiator all the time. And I'm just like, why am I doing this? You know what I'm saying? And then I'm fake because I'm not doing anything. Well, I mean, I'm not fake. I'm just tired of putting in 110. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all you got to do is text. A text is like 25. Brian, are you, dude? We're talking. Bruh. We gonna talk on the side, bro, because you really in the comments is going crazy for no reason. I'm literally talking about in the past, bruh. Like in the past, I'm talking about between 23 and 20, and like 17. Okay, like that phase of life. We're not talking about recently. Okay, like yes, I come to your house and I sleep in your house just so I can bother you and play video games with you. Yes, because that's the only way I'm gonna see you. Like it literally solves the problem. But just to talk about like those friendships were very one-sided. Like it literally took me doing everything. So now like I'm at the point where it's like I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like even when I like throw an event or whatever, like I invite people, I tell people it's going on, but I already know who's gonna show up. So some people don't even get an invite no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I already know who's gonna come through. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Kev, you was at my thing when I was back home. Like like I already know who's gonna come through. I know who's gonna pull up. I know who's not gonna pull up. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I know who my friends are. You know what I'm saying? I know who the people who fuck with me are, basically. Like some people they just don't fuck with you the same way, and they don't see that, and it's hard for them to understand that. You know what I'm saying? Till you know what I'm saying they just have an unrealistic expectation of what this is supposed to be. Like I'm supposed to be like doing thus and so. Like no, I don't have to do any of that. Like I was doing a service. You know what I'm saying? Like now I'm tired. Now I'm exhausted. You can apply that to anything in your life. You know what I'm saying? Like you should not be giving 110 and getting nothing back. Like that receipt should say you should have receipts of something, like something coming back. And I'm not saying like they gotta do anything crazy for you, but they could text you, they could call you, you know what I'm saying? Like checking on a motherfucker is not hard, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's not hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Or you pull up, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm always been the one out of state. I pull up, I'm in state. I got to go travel around to see all of y'all. Like, that's crazy.
Oh yeah,
For real.
that always
They
bothers
should
me.
come to you. They should come to you.
I literally cut 2,000 miles out of your drive.
Yeah.
I'm talking, you do 100?
That's fucked.
I know.
That always
You
bothers
get an
me.
hour. I just was on a plane for like 3.5, bro. You can't do one in the comfort of your own car. One, like, come on. I mean, and I'll take that. I'll apply that to anybody. Family members though. I nobody's really toxic towards me. Everybody just seems to be like, oh, you're smart, you're cool. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Byron, like, how are you doing? What do you do? I know you're doing something with your life. You know what I'm saying? You're always over here and you're over there. You know, like that's the reaction I get from my family most of the time. So ain't nobody like hitting me up feeling bad. You know what I'm saying? Like ain't nobody like doing anything toxic towards me. Like, nah, like it's all good. It's all gravy. But yeah, that's my piece on that. Jay, you can go ahead and go whenever you ready. I guess you taking out the trash or something. You got a bag in your hand. Okay, you got a bag.
Got a big bag. That's a gift bag.
Flex.
Oh, that's a Gucci bag.
Okay.
Can we see what you got?
Gucci gang.
Can we see what you got? Your mic muted.
Muted yourself.
Your mic muted.
Yeah. My bad. My friend did me a service real quick and picked me up some goods.
Okay. Got some commodities.
Shout out to the real friends.
Yeah. I wish my friends bought me Gucci.
I know.
This man said Gucci, please. Okay.
All right.
So, Jay, it is your turn now. Toxic friendships and
Right.
or family members.
My Wi-Fi is
Oh yeah, her Wi-Fi bugging.
Oh no.
It's convenient, so she can't go out of her family.
I know, right?
Yeah. Look at God. God told her you ain't finna be talking about your family members or your friends. He shut up connection. Oh man. I'm gonna give her a chance to come back. But on another note, Kev, I didn't get a chance to. Well, no, I did get a chance to ask you. I just ain't got a chance to ask Jay. Dang, that's crazy. All right, we good? We Gucci?
Yeah, we good. I just had to like turn off the camera really quick so the Wi-Fi can act right or whatever. I didn't need all your extra commentary, okay? Like God knew.
No, I had to fill the gap. Okay, look, we are live. Okay, we are live, Jay. I got to do something.
No. All right, I'm gonna make mine quick, you guys. So, have I ever had a toxic friendship? Yes, I have had a toxic friendship. But that friendship had ended. It was 8 years long, and I think we just outgrew each other, and we both went through a lot of rough stuff through our lives, and that's kind of what helped us connect to begin with. But hers, like I told you guys, like I was going through things mentally. She was going through things mentally, but hers was in the way where she became alcoholic and very careless, and I was too mature for that. So at that point, I just had to dismiss that friend because I'm like, at that point, you're um, you don't care about the safety of yourself or of of children sometimes, because we both have children and we were staying together. And so with that being said, I was like, you have very toxic habits. And she was very controlling when it came to me. My other friends would see it and they're like, she's like really obsessed with you. And I'm just like, no, she's just like a big sister to me and she just really cares about me. And they're just like, no, like she gets jealous whenever you're around somebody else. And they will all point it out with her like controlling problems and everything else, and I would dismiss it because I loved her so much. But the relationship was definitely toxic, and she was very like petty when it came to me having other friends and things of that such. And it was like either her way or no ways a lot of times, or she would get upset and she would yell. And because I loved her so much, like I don't tolerate yelling from nobody. Like people know like my worst pet peeve is when somebody tries to like raise their tone at me. But I would let her do it because I loved her so much. Because I'm like, okay, well, she's just expressing herself, and I would give her the benefit of the doubt of saying things and doing things, and really just almost, I don't know, I would just like basically lower my standards, period, when it came to any type of relationship for her because I cared about her so much. So I was like, well, this can't happen anymore because now COVID has happened, and you put your not only yourself but your child and my children in danger because all you want to do is have fun. And so since this is the case, and this could be like, this is a pandemic, bro, like I gotta let you go. So that kind of hurt. I'm not gonna lie to you. Letting her go kind of hurt because I was like, we were friends for 8 years, but she was being really toxic, and I was like, I really just need her to heal herself and go to mental health before we can even think about being friends again. And then with my other friend, I'm the toxic one.
Your other friend, you're the toxic one.
Yeah, I'm the toxic one. But all my friends know this, and they tell me that I'm toxic all the time. And it's only out of love and giggles and shit like that. But me, I'm the type of friend, like, if I love you, like I told you last, like, I love hard. So if I put you in, like, in my friend category, like, I fuck with you heavy or whatever. So if I'm texting you, you better text me back because I know you're on your phone. Like, I know you're on your phone because I'm with you. Like, usually when I'm with you, bro, like, you're always on your phone. So ain't no way. Like, I know my friends, they carry their phones everywhere. So there's never not a time that they're not, like, with their phone. So if I'm texting you and you not texting me back, I'm about to blow you up. Like, bitch, so you don't see me? You don't see me texting you right now? And I said, all right, bet. And I'll block them. If you never got blocked by me, then you're not my friend.
Damn.
You're just not my friend.
Damn.
So, Jay, you had a controlling friend. Is what? She muted her mic. She left.
She's like, beast.
No, she's still there.
She just blocked us. She just blocked us. She's like, oh,
so
this is how it is.
So your friend was controlling, right? Is that what you were saying?
No, she's talking about herself, bro.
No, I'm talking about that friend that she was talking about.
She said that she had a really controlling friend.
I don't feel, bro. I feel like, you know what? I'm gonna take it back. When I said dudes don't really be that toxic, yeah, they do. Because dudes be hating on each other all the time, bro.
Yeah.
But that's about as far as it go. But like, I don't think dudes trying to control each other. I think I see that a lot with some women.
Slick, no, they slick dude, but it comes in little sideways comments like, bro, I don't even really think you can do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would you even do that? Like, it's still in that hating
each other. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not like they're not supporting you like going forward and trying to do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Like they always find a way to undercut you in some way or try and say like, oh well, this thing is better over here, or this person's, you know what I'm saying, like thing is better, and it's just like, well, my thing is my thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like my cousin, he had like his friends. They for a while they were toxic, and it was really, really bad. It took him like a while to see it too, but it was when he bettered himself. Then that's when I was like, oh, like, why do you want to do this? Why do you want to go to UCLA? Why do you want to get an Infinity? Like you don't need that. You can't do that. It was stuff like that because they wanted to, I guess in a way, keep them down to their level.
Damn.
So
that's a hate mentality.
Yeah. So I think that it's toxic. It's more of like they want to keep you to where they're at, so then they don't feel bad about themselves. So
that's literally crab in a bucket.
But dang, I think that's where we're at now. So I think it's time for the wrap ups.
Oh yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, let's wrap this thing on up.
Should we let Jay go first before her Wi-Fi dies?
I think it.
See, I don't know what it is, but every time I have like on my camera and my thing, it just feels
Yeah.
stupid. Like Wi-Fi
Like,
just sucks.
Connection is probably
okay,
too
so
slow.
look, I can help you fix that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just have to help you fix that one day. Like,
Okay.
just whenever, I'll help you fix it.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm like, did you guys even hear that part? Like me blocking my friends. Like if you're not my
Yeah.
friend, like
Oh yeah,
even
we
if you're my
did.
friend, I'll block
Yeah,
you.
Yeah.
and then you blocked us from your camera, so I thought we pissed you off. We're like, oh, it's like, I know you're on here.
Oh, y'all ain't
Dipped out
reply
on us.
fast enough. Y'all ain't say nothing. Lock.
Yeah, no. And I'm like, I only do it for like a day, between like 24 and 72 hours or whatever, and then I
24 to
unblock them.
72 hours.
I just want you to know. I
What is
just want
this,
you to know,
Facebook
Jay,
jail?
that if I somehow we start texting, I might be at an amusement park on a ride, and I can't have my phone on the ride. Just to let you know.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
Mm.
Like it's okay. Like, but if my friends are like, if they text me something, this is one of my biggest pet peeves. Like, if they text me and then I text right back, and then they don't text, I'm like, bro, you were just by your phone not even 30 seconds ago. Not even 30 seconds ago.
I
Or
might
then
have
they
got on a
post
ride.
something. I'm like, okay, now
Yeah.
you just blatantly ignoring me.
No,
Shit.
I might have
What
got
if
on a
they just got
ride.
hit by a car? What if something just happened? You know what I'm saying?
No, ain't nothing happened.
How
Ain't
you
nothing
know?
happened. This person
What
had
if they
blocked us.
In
actually
30 seconds.
what if they actually working today? Like, what if
Yeah.
they're actually working?
They don't. I know my friends very well, just like they know me.
Damn. Hey Jay, I gotta tell you, you
For real, like
cold. God dog.
literally, for you to be my friend, I have to know you, and they know me. So it's no excuse. They don't get no excuses. There's none.
Whew.
Oh man.
There's none. But it's all love. Like they know. Like it's, and we joke about it all the time. Like I put on my Snapchat, like, bro, like I blocked her, and they would post like, she blocked me again. I'm like, yep. But then I was like, I still love you.
Damn.
And call it a day.
That's crazy.
That's just our friendship, though. But I'm like, they know that I'll do whatever for them, and vice versa. But they will get blocked real quick.
Mm.
Okay. So needless to say, so to wrap this thing up real quick, being toxic is bad.
The general consensus if you're toxic is usually negative.
Yeah. It's normally bad. 99.9% of the time.
Yeah. Oh, you know what's crazy? You can be toxic by trying to be overly positive. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
fake positivity. Yeah, that's the worst
Mhm.
type of toxicity.
Yeah.
Don't be toxic.
But right.
Oh, man.
So okay, do y'all have anything y'all want to promote, like for your brands and yourself, like your Instagrams, your social media? Like, don't throw that out there, because that's literally that's it left to be said. That's what's left. You know what I'm saying? So go on, plug yourself. Go on, do your little plugs, and then we getting up out of here. I'm hungry. So
All right. Well, let's go. Type X Thrills. You know, you got the Instagram, you got the Facebook. Let's see. Got Twitter. So yeah, just follow. Like it, follow it. Taking my pictures, going out into some more photos as well too. So hopefully you like what you see. So I'm getting excited.
Woohoo!
mm-hmm.
I'm kidding.
Yeah. Like, hey,
I ain't
this man takes photography. He takes very great photos.
Yeah,
Very
go
great
follow
photos.
Type X.
You know what I'm saying? Follow him, and then, like, you know what I'm saying? You might, if you need a photographer, you might
Yeah.
need to slide in them DMs.
Didn't you get a magazine feature or something? I think-
Oh,
Man,
yeah,
you got a news
pretty
article
much.
feature.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
Got paid.
Yeah, what was it? West Coast Racers was a ride over at Six Flags Magic Mountain. So a photo that I took over there, Premier Rides Manufacturer, they used it for USA Today to go ahead
Mhm.
and to showcase their ride. That's one of the new ones for 2020 that opened up. So
USA Today verified. Get
Yep.
your pictures. Come on.
Yeah. Kev, what's up? What you got?
Man, bro, I ain't got nothing. I ain't got no social media that I want people to follow like that, man. I just come on here.
Yeah, I know you ducked
Fuck.
off, man. You the young hermit. You know what I'm saying?
I might have something one day, man. I don't know. I think I'm gonna teach people something. I'm working on
for
something.
sure, man. For sure, man. Get that educational content out here, bro.
Yeah.
Jay, what's good?
Plain PLAIN Jane Doe on Instagram, or just call her Jane. Just call her _Jane, and that's it.
Okay. We got
That's
you.
what's
We
up.
got you. All right. So look, my social medias, you can find me at Homeroom with Smooth on Instagram. You can find me on everything else at What's Up Smooth. Literally, when I say everything else, I literally mean everything else. There's probably not a social media I don't have besides TikTok. For some reason, I will not cave. I will not cave and get on TikTok because
You
I know
will.
me. Once I get a new little social media thing, I get way too invested. So I don't want to find myself out here doing the little dances. You know what I'm saying? I'm out there doing the little jig. I'm out there like that. Like, nah, I ain't trying to do all that.
You
I
can make
ain't trying
little
to be out
self-help
here.
videos. You be like, toxicity is bad. When you're toxic, you're like this. Don't be like that.
Right. But
Make
I'm
TikTok.
not
Let's go.
getting, I'm
You
not
got
getting
this.
on TikTok. The only way I'll get on TikTok, oh, you know what? I probably do need to get on TikTok to promote myself. Dang it. But I'm trying to hold out as long as possible. I'm trying to see if I can do it without it.
You
I
might as well
really
just
don't.
register
I
that
really
domain
don't.
first so no one else uses your domain.
Huh? Oh, yeah, you're right. I do need to reserve my username. That's the only thing I need to do. And I'm gonna get off the app and delete it. Uh, but but yeah, look, I want to thank y'all for watching. Okay, for the people that are still there, that for the people that are watched on Facebook and all that, I thank you for watching. This has been another episode of Homeroom with Smooth. This is episode 33. The next episode is going to be on a Saturday because I'm going on base. Like I'm going out. I'm gonna go do some things on next Sunday. Okay, I'm gonna go have some fun. Okay, I'll post the pictures. I'll post the little pictures. You know what I'm saying? So y'all, I can validate my reasoning. But I'm not doing this next Sunday. Okay, I'm getting out. Matter of fact, the next 2 Sundays I'm allegedly getting out. The next one I don't know what's going on there. Like it's supposed. I ain't seen no paperwork float by. None of that. It's supposed to be a thing though. But yeah, we gonna see. We gonna see. And then the following Sunday after that, we'll probably be able to come on Sunday. It's just like I'll be river rafting, so it'll be fun. That sounds fun. You know what I'm saying? April 4th, river rafting, get my little strokey in,
Dang.
I don't know if anybody been river rafting, but I have, you know what I'm saying?
It's fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. It's
I wanna
fun.
go.
I like watching people get stuck in whirlpools, like if the water hits the rock
no.
and it just starts twisting, and then you just
No.
get stuck, and then you have to like hand them your oar to like kind of pull them out. But they always pull you into the whirlpool. They always pull you in every time. So now y'all both are circling around each other.
I don't know about that. I don't like that.
Yeah. It's okay though. You'll be able to get out. You just need to rest, build your strength up, and then like get up out of there. But anyway, thank y'all for watching. Subscribe, like, all that other good shit. We're out.